The event occurred as we were doing the last leg of a 3-day at night, going from Atlanta to Omaha. Passing 13,000 feet, I decided to double ding the flight attendants so they could start their final walkthrough and do it a little earlier because we were going to get in right away. And Ian was flying, and right after that is when the event occurred.
Yeah, I think it was right at the moment that I reached up to slow the plane down from 310 to 250, and I just spun the speed down, and I think I called for ProTrek right at that same time. And as soon as I spun the speed is when we had the initial loud bang, and I first kind of thought, I was like, wait, what did I just do?
Like you said, it was more like an explosion. The cockpit door blew open. It didn't even open, it blew open. Panel behind Ian came down. The overhead panel lights went out.
When it first went off and the door blew open, the first thing I thought was that a bomb had exploded. And so I was kind of in that time frame kind of going like, okay, are we still flying? The plane's not coming apart. We still have indications. And that first 5-10 seconds was kind of very chaotic, I would say. We were just trying to determine what had happened and if the plane was still going to continue flying.
And the biggest thing was the cold and the noise, which was substantial. We could not communicate through our headsets. So I actually grabbed Ian right here, shook him, and yelled, "You're flying." And he did one of these, and so I knew that portion was taken care of. The next thing I looked at was both engines were running, and I think I even said, "We've got good engines."
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And so then I jumped on the radios, declared an emergency with air traffic control, told them we had a rapid decompression, and we wanted directly to the airport.
Pretty much, we were kind of on about a 40-mile straight in almost for the landing runway at the time of the incident. So we kind of just stayed on that course. And I was coordinating with them, getting the plane slowed and configured, and while he was verifying that everything was safe and making the communications to the flight attendants and the passengers and to dispatch. And then once he was kind of done with his duties, he kind of came back and we finished the remaining checklist and configured the aircraft for landing at that point.
And the event from there to the landing was pretty much standard operating procedures from there.
Yeah, it really was.
So after landing, I got on, once we stopped, I immediately got on the radio again and reiterated once more to the passengers, hey, welcome to Omaha. We're here. Just stay seated. The support vehicles will check us out real quick, and then we'll head to the gate. Thanks for your patience. And pretty straightforward after that.
Yeah, I do remember when the safety vehicles came and inspected the airplane. They're like, yeah, you had a few bird strikes. I remember thinking that was not a bird strike. I remember thinking, I was like, whatever happened, we had panels rip off the plane. That wasn't a bird strike. So when they had told us that that's what they saw, I think we were both like, no way, that was what it was.
Yeah.
Until we got into parking and actually
they said there was
ourselves.
One on my side and one on his side low.
Yeah, and we're like,
well, what caused all the air coming up from the top? That doesn't make sense. So, and you go, well, we're good to taxi, so let's head to
parking at that point.
Head to the parking.